Howdy, Possum Patty and the Soggy Bottom Bunch, and Mr. Billy Bean right here, yepers. Today, I want to share with you a few gifts from Jilly Bean. Well, this was lent to me, yes, from Jilly Bean Studio's Lending Library, Drawing Fairies. I want to flip through this, and she gave me some ephemera for my journal. I want to share this. She gifted me her portrait of Mr. Billy Bean. That has to go into the beach journal. Oh, and some dried hydrangea. Yes, I want to show you the project that we did at the beach. Yes, lots to share today. So come on along. So many things here to share with you, but I have to show you this first. Now, I think this was gifted to Jilly Bean in a box of things, but when she saw it, she immediately thought, Possum Patty. It is a wireless headphone case. It's a little case, but on it, it says, howdy. Howdy. Yepper, she thought of me. Howdy. It's got a little clip on there. I don't have any earbuds. Oh, actually, I do. I do have earbuds, right? They came with the phone. I'll ask Mr. Possum where they are, and I can put them in here. Or, I just might use this for something else. I just might use this for something else. Howdy. Oh, there's so many different things I could put in there. Yep. Howdy. Aw, that was so cute. Thank you. She said, is your birthday coming up? I said, yes. It's coming up in February. I'm spending this whole year coming up to my next birthday. Yes, I am. That was super fun. Well, here's a little package of dried hydrangea. Yes. And she brought some flowers along because we did a little project. Oh, here it is. We did a little project. Now, she was inspired by another artist who did these like nature still life with flowers and twigs and different things, but didn't glue them down. She would just arrange them and take a photo of them and then use the photo, to make the prints for her art. And she was inspired. Yes, she was inspired by that to try something out at the beach. And what we did was we took some of the dried leaves that she brought along and put them down on one of these self-laminating cards. And I believe she said she gets a pack of 3 of these, maybe come in a pack at the Dollar Tree. And you put it up, and one side is sticky, and then you press it back down again. You have to leave a little bit around the edge to, seal it in. Yes. So I took these dried hydrangeas and I laid them down on the sticky side. This is the sticky side. But because we were doing a beach project, yes, I decided that I needed to put a little sand in there, sprinkle some sand. Sprinkle some sand in there, yes. Which is preventing it from sticking down. Yes, but no problem. No problem there. What I'm going to do is put this on my sewing machine and stitch around the edge. I think I'll actually sew it to a piece of paper or another piece of fabric and make this a pocket in my journal, because I think that'll work out really well. Yes, I'll make it a pocket in the journal. And once it's stitched down, then that should stay pretty well. But it was a really great idea. And now I want to go to Dollar Tree and find some of these laminating cards, because look at this. I advise not to put sand in there. It's taking away all the stickiness. But other than that, I think that's gorgeous. Now I'm looking at this. I got a bunch more. These look like fairy wings, don't they? I wonder if I can make little tiny fairies and use these hydrangea petals as fairy wings. Ooh, Sorry about the glare. It is plastic. So we were sitting on the blanket, working away on our hydrangea, on our little nature collages here on our laminated cards. And when I set up the blanket, I know how far high tide comes at this beach. I mean, I've been there many times. Jilly Bean's been there 100 times. And, you know, here's the high tide line, and I put the blanket close to the high tide line, but I knew we were in a high spot. I knew I was above the high tide line, and we were just sitting there working away, and we had the books out. We had Mr. Billy Bean was there. We had all our things spread out on the blanket. And doesn't a huge wave come all the way up onto the blanket with sand and seaweed. I don't even think we have a picture of it. We were so busy scrambling around. Get your phone, get the book, get your journal. And we were picking up everything as fast as we could. And Mr. Possum was pulling the chairs back, and we're pushing everything back up onto the sand. Oh, what an adventure. And I'm looking around and I'm talking, you know, there was people next to us too. And people very familiar with this beach. And I'm looking at them going, it never comes this high. It never comes this high. And everybody was laughing and pulling their chairs and their towels and everything back away from the high tide. So we moved everything back, like 3 feet or something. And then we looked around and another wave came up. I said, oh, we better go back a little bit more. And we moved everything back a little bit more. And I turned around and we were like almost to the steps leading up to the pavilion, you know, the big beach house. I'm like, we've never been back this far before. I said, you know, now the beach, which is usually say this wide, it was like this wide. I said, why is the tide so high? So I'm thinking it was like one of those special moon tides, right? One of those special moon tides. I'm gonna have to journal about this. And the only word I could think of was neap, but that's the low tide, I think. The low tide. There's not such a big difference between the high tide and the low tide or something like that. But the word that I was looking for was spring. And not spring like the season, but spring as the tide springs forth. And it certainly sprang forth on us. Wow. Yeah, everybody was laughing and shaking their head and picking up their soggy things and moving. So a spring tide happens during the waning gibbous moon, which is the phase after the full moon as it's getting a little smaller. So I had to look all this up. For those interested in nature and nature journaling, I'm going to journal about that. There is a tide chart in here. There's a tide chart in there. So I guess the predicted height, this is an old tide chart though, and I covered it all up so I can't see it. But this is an old tide chart, and the predicted tide was 3.7, I think, which was, I think, the highest all month. So we were there at 11 a.m., which was the high tide mark, during a spring tide for the waning gibbous moon. Just come to Just Journaling and you will learn something new every day. We learned, yes, we did. Everybody's phone was safe. Mr. Billy Bean is safe. The book that we used for our inspiration when we were painting, I rescued that because that's a vintage little golden book. I didn't want to see that go out to sea. No. So a lot of fun, a big adventure. And now we have a special project to put into the journal. I was wondering if I could fit this in here if I made a pocket. All right. Oh, I just remembered. I don't want to sew this to fabric or paper because I wanted to see through it. Yes. And I think Mr. Billy Bean, yes, will just fit in there if I sew it. Yeah, it'll just fit in there. And I'm going to put that on a page in this journal, which is my beach and now my bike journal. Because I'm adding some biking pages. There's a sketch I did at Mr. Billy Bean. That I put sand on too. Oh, so we could do something here. All right, we'll get it in there. I can make the page a little bit wider. Yes, I can. I'll work on that. I'll work on that. Okay, so that's a project that has to get done. I'm going to put that there for now as a crumb. Oh, another Billy Bean. I might put that in there too. A lot of Mr. Billy Beans in that journal. I have to keep this. I want to try this with some other things. I thought it was a really cute idea. But again, I don't recommend adding sand. Adding sand, intentional or unintentional. Okay, I haven't had time to go through everything. So I'm going to peek in the bag here. Oh, I love this. Wow. Purple and green. I love those purple sneakers. Oh, and she made me this ATC with a hummingbird because she knows I love my little hummingbirds at my hummingbird feeder. And it has her name on the back, Jilly Bean Studio 2025. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, should I put this in my ATC journal or should I put it in my... I might put it in my nature journal. We'll see. Okay. And a little pack of odds and ends. A little pack of odds and ends. Of course, a little gnome. Oh, maybe these things will have to go. Oh, and another gnome. Oh, he's got snowdrops. And a little, just little things to journal with. Yes. Oh, I love it. I love these little packages she puts together. And there's a open card. Open. And the book is open. It kind of goes with those purple sneakers, right? Oh, and look at this. Oh, these are excellent for my nature journal. Oh, and this is colorful. Let's see what she's got in here. Buttons and... Oh, look at... Is this one piece? It is. It is variegated. Oh, look at that. Oh, that is super fun. Love the colors. That'll look great. You can make a dangle with buttons. Make a button dangle out of this. And I got a bird. I got all these things. All these things. I'll have to challenge myself to do a page in the journal with what she sent me. I know, and I have a bunch of happy mail under the table I need to journal with too. I'm making a list. Yes, I am. I'm making a list and I'm checking it twice of all the journal pages I need to make. Okay, because I started putting my bike adventures, my e-bike adventures into my beach journal, she was thinking of that and she gave me this with the bike on it. Be happy, it says. I'm thinking I might use this on the page where we actually went and bought the bikes. Yes, I think I'm going to use that on that page. And then just fun things, summary fun things. See the yellow, the lemons, and the yellow tickets. She just put together this whole little package. Look at this with a yellow index card. Oh, and she decorated the guest check. Look at this. I love the way she does these things. Oh, it'd just be so fun to do a page with all these things. Brush your teeth. Oh, I just did a page about the teeth, but this side has little kittens on it. Oh, that's got to go into Kitty Boho. This must be like a little children's picture dictionary, maybe. Oh, look at this painted paper. Oh, it's an envelope. Oh, she had a video with this, didn't she? When I was watching her make these things, the yellow, the blue, the green. I love this. Yeah, she was having a painty play. Oh, a library card. Oh, a young painter. Oh, I love these little cards that go in the books for the library. And a heart. And this is for like a CD, I think, right? But folks use them as pockets and windows in their journals. And more painty paper. Ooh, very coordinated here, Jilly Bean. Look at this. Wow. She really knows how to put a pack. Oh, and the circles even go. She really knows how to put a package together. Oh, what is this? Oh, I just love your mark making on your painty background. Wow. Oh, and a stencil. Oh, I don't have anything like that. And some black paper. Or is this the black paper I brought? No. Oh, she brought black paper too. And a white envelope. Oh. Look at this. I love these colors. Oh, so summer. I better get this done. Fall is on the way. Yes. Don't lose the little button. All right, this is the first time I actually sat and went through this pile slowly. Yes, I looked at it a little bit at the beach, but you know, we were yakking and crafting and fighting tidal waves. The spring tide. Yes, we're fighting the spring tide, which again doesn't mean in the spring. It means spring. Ooh, here comes the wave. Oh, this is super fun, Jilly Bean. And I briefly looked at this. Drawing Fairies by Peter Gray. Now, these aren't simple fairies like this one. This is a totally different deal here, yes. A little more fantasy-like, maybe. So, yeah, start with the easy ones and work your way up to some harder ones. Ooh, thank you. I like that paper. Staples, it said. Drawing Fairies. So we're going to do a flip through. Can we call this Flip Through Friday? Ah. Oh, look at these sketches with a mushroom and a bee. Oh, I love it. On this one has a fish. Fairy faces, fairy figures, fairy fashions, fairy folk, fairy flora and fauna. Okay. Introduction. Look at this. Introduction. Oh, it says grab a couple of pencils and a sharpener, a good eraser, some paper, and some scrapbook paper. Yes. Fairies, elves, pixies, sprites, goblins, and all their tricksy little friends come to us through centuries of folklore from all over Europe. We may now think of them as mainly benevolent, playful creatures of fairy tales, but different concepts of fairies have existed through the ages. Wow, so we're going to start with a little lesson on faces. How to get the proportions of where the eyes and nose and mouth is. This is good practice. Here's a little children's face, yeah. I'm not too good at faces, I try. Oh, look what they're doing here. So these are natural faces, and then to get the fairy face, they're sort of stretching out this part of the face, right? And drawing back the ears. Fairy face gallery. This one looks weird. Yes. What kind of fairy face do you like? I like this. Maybe not in the green, but well, maybe in the green. Yes. I'd have to see the rest of the body. It could be like some kind of woodland, you know, fairy. Oh, so if you want a fairy type face, make larger eyes, angle the eyebrows, make the nose smaller and the lips thinner. Oh, here's the green one. Yeah, I can see that, yes. To exaggerate further for fairy effect, you can adjust the spacing of the features, increase the space between the eyes, further raise the eyebrows, lengthen the nose, let's see, narrowed the mouth and pushed them both slightly further forward on the face. Oh, and then he made a bit of a point in the center there, the hairline. Of course, the ears are pointy. Otherworldly colors. Oh, look at the eyes. Good practice. And of course, the ears, from a natural ear to a fairy ear. This is very thorough. Nose and mouth, how to get the proportions. Lips, different kinds of lips here. Fairy hair, fairy hairstyles. Different angles of fairy hair. Oh, look at this. Look at the braids. Beautiful. Hair gallery, some different styles here. Oh, how to draw a braid. That's why I said draw like little hearts, right? Like a little heart there. Hairstyles. These are for very detailed fairies. The cap, yes. Oh, and horns. Oh, yes. Oh, and horns. Gotta have horns. Oh, I like the ones that look like tree branches, though. I have to try that with tree branch horns. Oh, they give you templates. Oh, so you can practice. Look at that. Doing some fairy portraits here. Position of the features on the face, how to do the hair. Different effects with the colors. Oh, look at the finished one. Wow. Graphic portrait. Just like a graphic novel style, maybe. Oh, there's so many graphic novels out these days. Pastel, that would be very soft. Very soft, yes. When you use paper for pastels, it's got a big texture to it. I could see it. Fairy figures and portions. How to exaggerate. So this would be a normal adult, I'm thinking, and a fairy, 7.5 heads like a real person, but differing in many other proportions. Fairies nearly always drawn very slim with long, slender necks and arms. Legs are generally rather longer than those of a real person, and their upper bodies are reduced. So when they're talking about 7.5 heads, you take the head of the figure, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.5. And that's how you get your proportions. But on the fairy, they've reduced the torso and made the legs longer, the neck thinner here. The arms are thinner, the body's thinner. This one they've really elongated, yes. Really elongated. That's fun. That's fun. So they got real people posing, but then they change it into fairy postures. This one I've seen a lot for a fairy. Well, this one's nice. Or this one. Drawing from a live model. I don't think so. I don't think anyone's going to come and model for me, no. But I can practice with the pictures in the book. Dynamic figures. I don't know how to do this at all. But I love the way they do that. Practice with those little sketches. I don't know that. I never learned this. You build your fairy up from the body and then you add the clothes and the hair and everything. Flower fairy. Hands and feet. This is like how to draw a person. Fairy fashions. Oh, this is always important. Folds and wrinkles, yes. Which way does the fabric fold and wrinkle and and lie in different positions. I never learned this either. Styles, like a steampunk fairy down there, like a flower fairy, princess fairy. I don't know what this is, the croquis. When designing clothes, fashion designers and illustrators often work on a croquis. This is kind of pre-drawn template figure, usually in very elongated 9 or 10 head proportions, onto which the clothing may be sketched. Oh yeah, look at the legs on that one. Wow. This one's cute. You could copy this and then decorate that. Make it a little fairy, right? Put your hair and things on it. And doing wing proportions. Oh, and how the wings lie in different planes. This is very technical. Oh, gallery of wings. Oh, look at the oak leaf wings, dragonfly wings. Oh, yes, I love this. Fantasy insect wings, dragon bat wings. Oh, these are wonderful. These are wonderful. A fairy fashion design. Wow. It's almost like a little goth fairy, a little goth fairy. Primary colors. Oh, color schemes, complementary, monochromatic, seasons, times of day, holidays, dawn, rainbow, sunset. I like these color combinations. This is quite clever. Fairy folk, the curvaceous fairy. Oh, the curvaceous fairy. Oh, and it shows you how to do it. Wow. An elfin fairy. Elfin fairy. A child fairy. Looks like colored pencil. I love how they start with this sketch and just gets very simple, but yet layers and layers. It just brings it to life. The dark fairy. Just like humans, most fairies are good and kind, but some are not so pure. A dark fairy is not necessarily evil, but will probably be a little less innocent than most. They are sometimes depicted with a touch of the vamp about them, usually in dark or somber colors. I decided to take advantage of the rich tones of darker pens for this demonstration. The dark fairy. Oh, we got a goblin. We got a goblin here. I got a face on that guy. Ah, that would be fun to draw, right? Now, if I drew this, I would sort of follow this, but not exactly, and it would just come out completely different. But that's okay. I wouldn't go for getting it to look exactly like that, but I would try to follow, how he does it step by step and come up with something that looks something like that, but maybe a little different. Oh, a fawn as in the guy with the goat feet, right? Yes. A satyr. Lower body of a goat and the top half of a human with horns and other goat-like features. Oh, here we go. I can see him good here. Fairy flora and fauna. So if you want to draw flowers with your fairy, here's Edwin the Elder, the owl from my story. Oh, flowers, very easy. Circular, spherical, cup-shaped, trumpet-shaped. Oh, we could have a play just with these flowers. Clusters. We can make ephemera. Insects. We got the butterfly and the dragonfly. And here's a little mouse. He's also from my story. Yes, he is. The mouse is from my story. A fairy companion. Oh, he's riding around on a little bird. Oh, that's cute. Is he doing it in gouache? What is he using? watercolors, and no, he's just using watercolors. Just layers and layers of watercolors, I guess. Fairy of the forest. Oh, that's beautiful. Very complicated. This is an advanced fairy study. Yes, this is the advanced fairy study. I could use something like that to illustrate my book. I do need a cover. I do need a cover, don't I? Yes. Let's see. A fairy and a fish. A fairy and a fish. And there she is. Oh, I love it. Thank you for lending me this book, Jilly Bean. I'm going to have to try a few of these things. We might work with some simple flowers first. And then I'm going to try maybe a little fairy child. Maybe a little fairy child. Yeah, because I can use something like this, right, to start off with. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Jilly Bean. Yep, I need to get to work on this. This is a loaner. This is a loaner copy, yes. Okay. Plus, I've got all these goodies to play with. Oh, I'll be making some pages in here. One for bikes, one for the beach, a couple for the beach, probably. Yep, there's a couple for the beach. Oh, because I have these special stones that I found when we were at the beach the other day. I found a gorgeous purple stone. Yes, it's very special. It's very, very special. And some other interesting ones here too. Gotta get out the rock journal too. Everybody needs a rock. I know, so many things here to play with. Life is good. Thanks for coming along today and allowing me to share these special goodies from Jilly Bean. Happy junk journaling. Bye-bye.